and welcome to this video, which is my saddle pad collection. This is the Hoarder's Addiction edition of saddle pad collections, and if you like that sort of thing, then keep watching because I have a lot of saddle pads. And I'm not saying that brag with like an intention to brag. I'm just saying that because it's fact, and I like collecting saddle pads and it makes me happy, so that's why I have so many. I am trying to sell some, so I'm going to start this video by showing you those first, and if you're interested in buying any of them, please contact me in the comment section down below or on my Instagram, which will be linked in my video description. So let's get started. So my sail pads. First is this brown Escadron. It has a glittery edge and I think it's really pretty. This is in a full size and that's why I'm selling it, because it's too big for my saddle. Cotton pad, super durable, super sturdy. Absolutely recommend these saddle pads. Next is another Escadron. This is a pony dressage, but it is a big pony dressage and it fits my 17-inch saddle. Used it a couple of times, cleaned it. Don't want to keep it because I don't like the color, but it's a pretty mint color, but like this color isn't for me. Yeah, selling it very cheaply, and I do have a matching base layer if somebody's interested. Next is a maybe saddle pad. This is a cob dressage, that completely new, as you can see, in grey with a navy and white piping, and this is from the brand Herx, and it's the master saddle pad. Has a waffle inside. I don't know if you can see that. The reason I'm considering selling this is simply because I am possibly looking at getting a fjord horse in the future, and I don't think this color will look that good on a fjord horse, especially if they're like clipped. So that's why I'm considering selling it. I'm not like 100% sure, but if you want it, give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. Next is this Lemieux Loire in Mulberry in small medium. And I'm selling this because although I think the color is beautiful, it's just not really like my absolute favorite of my burgundy reddish pads. And also they are very long here for the length here, so like they fit my saddle here, but this way it's already long, and I'm looking at getting a dressage saddle with a shorter flap when I get my own, because I have really short legs. So I'm thinking this might be too long, and it's not really that like an option to make it shorter because it has like the piping and everything. So yeah, that's why I'm selling it. Give me a shout if you want this. This is selling for more like a normal price, not super expensive, but like just a little bit under new cost. Final saddle pad for sale is this white dressage saddle pad. This is in the size, I would say, small pony, because it is very short in the flap, as you can see. I think it would fit if you have like a smaller pony than a 14 hands, which is like a 140 in centimeters and meters. It's very pretty. It has a black edge and a black glittery edge inside that, and it also has these diamonds in the stitching. Very, very pretty. They just sent me the wrong size and they didn't want it back, so that's why I'm selling it for cheap. So I have the same saddle pad up here, but before we start with that one, let's put in a clip of the saddle pad that I have at the barn. Hi, so welcome to the barn. This is the saddle pad I have at the barn. It is the Kingsland Rigo with the bling the glittery logo and the pink. This is the same saddle pad as the one you just saw, the Ico white dressage pad. It's from an Austrian brand, and this is like in a more like a big pony dressage. Can't wait to try and use it, although that might be a couple of years, but you know, you never know. It's nice to have, and I bought it because this is exactly what I wanted in a dressage saddle pad. I wanted a dark edge, I wanted some glitter, and then I got the diamonds because I didn't know there were diamonds on it, but I don't care. I just wanted the dark edge and some like discreet glitter. So I organized all my saddle pads by brand this time, so I'm going to show you guys. The first ones are the ones that I only have one of. This is a Glen Icarla saddle pad in pony jump, with like a glittery edge and a glittery logo. Super light saddle pad. This saddle pad is like, some days I love it and some days I'm like, don't know if I like it. So it like changes. I was on the verge of selling it, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now, simply because it's so lightweight and everything, and we'll see what it happens. Next is this Polish saddle pad. Does this come up in the proper color? I'm not sure. I've tried putting up some lights, don't feel like they help a lot, but it's green with a white and a beige piping, and it's the brand Horse, which is spelled HORSS. Think it's super cute. Really excited to try and use this. Slightly worried that there's not enough wither relief, but we'll see. Next is a horse saddle pad. That's HORSC. So this is the black one. I think it's called Vienna, and it's just like in the satiny material. Very simple jump pad. It's the pony size and it's a little bit short this way, but it does actually barely fit my jump saddle. So, but it's really good this way. This way is more than long enough. So yeah, I really like it. Black, simple, but still like making a statement with the satiny fabric. Next is more saddle pads from the Scandinavian horse equestrian company called Faux. They started in Sweden, I think, but you can find them now in most of Europe, actually, at least on internet. And first one I have is the Fairfield Jazz pad in dark green velvet. I think it's really pretty, sort of simple. This is also rather small. The Fairfield brand from Faux are only produced in pony and horse size, which is a bummer because this is rather small. I would love if they had a cob, especially in the dressage, because the pony dressage is tiny and the full dressage is so big I could use it as a quarter sheet. And they have like a lovely, beautiful dark blue color out now in this pad, and I would so love it. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy any more saddle pads. Next is the twin of the one that I'm considering selling. This is the Burgundy Master saddle pad with a navy and a white. They produce a lot of these in different colors. I think actually I really like the design and everything. The only reason I don't have any more of these, because they're like cheap and pretty good, is because pricking got a little bit of rub behind here, and therefore I don't want to like take the chance of buying a lot of these in case that's the case with other horses as well, and not just Miss Diva, the sensitive soul. Finally, the last of the Herx ones is this JH Collection Meadow Wheel saddle pad in dressage in cob. absolutely love this color. It's so pretty. It's like a blue, yeah, it's so pretty. And it has a black and 2 silver and a black piping. This is one of my favorite dressage pads of all my dressage pads, even if it's like a cheaper brand. I don't care, I just like the way it looks. My next saddle pad brand is a Norwegian brand. It's the brand Kingsland. This is my latest Kingsland saddle pad. It is just called the Kingsland Pony Jump. It's navy with a white and a red like piping and this logo. I got this on like used, but it's new, and yeah, I really think this is pretty. Perfect red, white and blue colors for which represents the Norwegian flag. So yeah, I think it's really gorgeous, and I got it really cheap. Next is my Kingsland Zotique saddle pad, also in Pony Jump. This is a Port Royal or Bordeaux or something like that color. So it's like a dark burgundy. Has this logo. They usually change their logos with each design or each year, I'm not sure. And it has 2 glittery silver pipings on a black one. This is one of my favorite jump pads that I own. I think I would probably use this at like a show jumping competition, maybe even eventing if I got to do that, because I have a matching base layer and I think it would look really good with like the burgundy base layer and the grey breeches or black breeches, doesn't matter. Next is my Kingsland Dalsell. This is the logo. It has like a tiny white piping. This color is called Blue Depths, and it's like a darker royal blue. I think it's really gorgeous. And even if it's like more of like a everyday pad, I think it looks really good, and they are so good quality. Finally, my first ever Kingsland saddle pad. This is the classic. It has the burgundy and white edge and this logo. I know they look the same almost as the first one I showed you guys, but they're different. The underside is different as well, and this is like super sturdy, really good quality saddle pad, and it doesn't really cost, like in Norway Kingsland costs as much, around the same like amount of money as a Lemieux saddle pad. So yeah, so it's not like that expensive. Next saddle pad brand is Escadron. I have a lot of Escadron. It's the brand I have the most of. Simply put, I absolutely love them, and it's like my favorite brand. They are super sturdy, and yeah, my favorite ones are these cotton saddle pads. Again, this is in pony, or my Kingslands are in pony or pony dressage. This I've used on Peacock. This is called the Rustic Red. It has a little glittery edge around it, and it's just a plain cotton pad, but like you can see it looks unused, and it was just a simple wash that it needed to look like this. Yeah, I cannot recommend Escadron enough. The only negative thing I have to say about them is that they don't produce all of their collection in pony VS, which is like the jump version, and pony dressage, which sucks because there are like saddle pads I would have bought if they had them in pony or pony dressage, and also it's really hard to get some of the collections and variations of the collections in Norway. So yeah, next is my light blue Escadron with like a grey edge. Might use this on Pricken when it gets warmer, because I have a short sleeve base layer that looks exactly the same color as this pad. But again, I'm trying to save majority of my saddle pads for my own horse, and not have them covered in white Pricken hair. Next is this, I think it's called Spicy Mustard. This has the glittery edge, and it's a jump. Yeah, absolutely love it. I have a matching jacket, and it took some lovely autumn pictures in this in 2021, so really like it. Then we come to my collection of racing green saddle pads. It's my favorite color of saddle pad, and yeah, so I have two in the jump cut, and these are like the, what should I say, it's probably like a predecessor to the cotton classic like in the collections, because these are a type of saddle pad that they have all the time, all year round, and they produce them in a set of like neutral colors mostly. They do have like a dark red and a green, white, cream, black, brown, navy, I think. So this saddle pad is slightly heavier than the other one. No glittery binding or anything, but I absolutely love it. So such a pretty color. And since I love the color so much, I also have it in a pony dressage. And yeah, I have the matching polos and a matching bonnet as well. It's the only saddle pad, polo and bonnet set that I own, because I'm against sort of having a lot of polos and consuming a lot of things that I don't need, says the person who has so many saddle pads. Next is this navy cotton classic in pony dressage. Really pretty. Yeah. Then it's the Black Heritage Rose Gold. I think it's from 2020 or 2019, can't remember. Has this logo and a rose gold glittery edge. I wish they had like continued with this logo. I think it's really pretty. Then we have another different type of Escadron pad. This, I'm not sure what it's called, but I think it's like cotton contrast performance pad or something like that. It's got a waffle underside, and it is in the color Blackberry, and it has a satin edge and then a white and a blackberry piping. This is a thicker pad. I think it's a really gorgeous sort of burgundy-ish color. And my final Eskadron is this navy velvet crystal faux fur pad. I think that's what it's called. You can see it has this diamante piping, and then there's two blue pipings. Edge is satin, and this is a velvet, and this faux fur is removable, and this is super gorgeous. Really love it. Next brand I have is the very popular Lemieux brand. I already showed you one of my Lemieux pads, so I have 4 of them total. This is the Peacock, which doesn't show up very well on camera. It's much more green and vibrant than it looks on camera. Really like this. Yeah, I think it's a gorgeous color. Next is the ink blue, which I absolutely love. It's such a beautiful blue color, like a dark deep color. Reminds me of in the winter when it turns into dusk and the sky goes this like almost like purpley dark blue. So this is what it looks like. And then my final Lemieux is my absolute favorite dressage saddle pad that I own, and this is the Champagne Loire in small medium, and I love it. It is so gorgeous. And even if I were to like get a horse that this doesn't look good on, I'd probably frame it and put it on the wall because it's like so pretty. And if you know anyone that has a Champagne Loire in CC in small medium and they want to sell it, just make them contact me because I'm desperately looking for it. I've advertised on so many Lemieux groups now because although I like the dressage cut, I normally don't want like the CC or the GP in Lemieux, but for this saddle pad I will make an exception because it's so gorgeous. So yeah, so pretty. My final brand is Equestrian Stockholm. Now I have 5, I think, Equestrian Stockholms. First is this navy leather deluxe with the brown leather and the plaque. I think this is a very classy pad, looks really gorgeous. Yeah, really like this one. Then we have a dressage pad. This is my one of my newest like additions to the collection. This is the forest green. It doesn't come up good on camera, the color. Like, it's such a beautiful green color, but with like this gold edge and a gold plaque, but I feels like it looks black on camera and this looks silver. Yeah, what can you do? I've done everything I can to get good lighting and this doesn't show up. And then I have the emerald. This looks bluer than it is in real life, not as green as it is in real life. This has a silver plaque and a silver and navy piping and a navy binding. I've used this a couple of times on Peacock. She looked really cute in it, but again I want to save it as much as possible. Next is the deep Olivine saddle pad. Didn't think I would like this, but I was like, maybe I will like it. So I got it actually used on Facebook, I think. And it has the black plaque and a grey and black piping and a black edge and this like dark olive color that does not show up very well on camera. What is it with you Equestrian Stockholm guys? I mean, it does not look good. Yeah, so now it's one of my favorites and one I probably use at a competition. And my final saddle pad, which again does not look the right color. This is the purple and gold, which just was released. And I've been looking at this saddle pad since it came out the first time. And then I was like, not sure if I want to pay that much money. But then I've looked at it for like all those years and wanted it again. And you couldn't find it used anywhere, so I bought it when it was re-released now. So it's a like warm purpley color, which it doesn't really get justice on camera. The gold plaque and a glittery gold edge and piping and blue piping and then a blue binding. This is on a pony jump. Absolutely love it, even if it does not look the way it looks on camera in real life. So yeah, so that was my saddle pad collection. This is my final saddle pad collection on this channel. Will not make any more. I will not buy any more saddle pads unless I can get the Lemieux Champagne in Loire in small medium CC. Hit me up if you have it or anyone you know has it in good condition, because it has to be like look almost new. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna buy in the future if I can find it, and no more. And like I said, I have 4 or 5 saddle pads that I'm selling, so if you want any of those, please contact me. Comment in the comment section what was your favorite pad. You can comment that I have a problem. No, I have a problem. I do not have control over my addiction, but I'm trying now to not buy anything else. So fingers crossed that will work. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!